What day is it, Dave?
Day 3.
Friday.
Thank you, Casey.
You're welcome.
Dave, so you came in here all by your lonesome to finish up what?
I finished 2 guitar tracks today. I did Tightrope and 3 Words this morning. 10 to 12.
30-ish.
No, I was just doing embellishments during the 30.
So you pretty much finished up the majority of rhythms for the guitars. So now that you're pretty much covered that, what's your thoughts so far now that that's laid down for guitars?
My thoughts are, everything sounds fantastic. I can't wait to hear some vocals on there, see what kind of ideas Coop's gonna come up with.
Me either.
Yeah.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
I was excited to watch Casey do his bass lines today.
Yeah. So Casey came in, you did the majority, if not all of it.
So far, I've done 5 of the songs.
Yeah, he's got one more bass track to do, and then he's done,
Then I'm done. And it's,
and his job's over.
you know,
Then there's that guy.
then there's that guy. Who's not.
Gentlemen.
How we doing?
We're doing good, sexy pants.
Why don't you join us?
No, you're
That's
good.
staring people. You can't see him. He's trying to sneak by.
Oh, we got him! And he's gone. And he's gone. Oh, he's back.
An elusive ninja in the night.
Yes. It's like a screwed up boomerang. But yeah,
But yeah, so yeah, embellish a little more on the bass tracks. You.
Yep. I mean, it's a process. It's not just recording the parts that we have. It's coming in here, tearing them apart, and actually rewriting. You know, a good 70% of my parts have now been rewritten for the better, of the whole song. The best thing about this experience is when you're in the jam room and when you're on stage, you're playing your parts and you're listening to your cues around you, but here you're fully immersed in every note, every nuance, and you're like, this part that I thought kicked ass when we were playing live actually has no place being there. And it's an amazing experience, and working with someone of the caliber of John.
Yeah. Have you? No, I can't remember. Have you professionally recorded?
I've
any?
never. This is my first time ever
So this is the
professionally.
first time professionally recording. With
Yep. Everything I have done has been at the behest of home studio equipment.
Yeah.
And never.
So this is a very overwhelming experience.
It's overwhelming in a great way. It's a
Yeah.
great experience. I had more nerves coming in than I do now. It's, you know, you go from doing it in a garage to doing it at a extremely high caliber professional facility. You know, it's a little bit of deer in headlights at first, but with someone like John, he doesn't make it intimidating.
Yeah.
He tells you when you're wrong, and he tells you when you're right, and just straightforward. It's an amazing experience.
Yeah. So you and Coop have just now heard the majority, if not all, of what happened yesterday with like rhythm guitars and the sound. You know, you guys were here for the first day when Austin laid his drum tracks. What's your takes of what's coming as of so far? It's still very, very fresh and in
Yeah,
beginning
it's still
stages.
pretty raw, but I mean, the guitars are they're big. It's a whole different experience than the first CD. The first CD, I mean, I love how the guitars came out, but remember, it was just a 3-piece band. So, you know, we can only do so much with 3 guys, because otherwise, we could have done more, but then you're going to play live, and you can't,
Yeah.
you know, one guitar player up there can't do.
You had to be real to what
Not
the band
everybody's
actually was.
Yeah, not everybody's the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that being said, coming in here today and kind of hearing what these guys did yesterday was awesome.
Yeah.
It was,
And hearing
I mean,
Austin's drums.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
each person at some point
Austin-
today said,
Austin-
I didn't know that person played this, or I didn't know that
I
person.
agree with what Jimmy said. I mean, not to blow smoke up his ass, but Austin did amazing in there. Like, he really did, especially for what he's dealing with and
Yeah.
not feeling the best. I mean, I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
I mean, he just ridiculous.
Very diligent. Very.
Just diligently came in, did his work. He did his work.
Yeah.
You know, and when you have that foundation there, it's so much easier for us to lace it because it's there. You know. And I'm excited to put the vocals down. It's going to be cool hearing.
Yeah.
Because the last, you know, doing scratch vocals with everybody, that's just all of us just kind of just getting the songs down.
Yeah.
So that's all I heard. So I'm gonna go in and be able to hear, you know, big guitars and his bass tracks and everything's gonna be.
New world.
Well, it makes it more exciting when you're singing over that stuff, because then I'm gonna hear all that, and that changes things too. So certain things I did, like he said, certain things we do live now, we did in the band when we were writing them. Once you're in the studio and you have all those bells and whistles and things going on, it changes things.
Yeah.
So you're like, ooh, wow, I'm doing that? That sounds horrible. I'm not doing that anymore. Or, oh, I just did this on a whim because I just heard it. And, oh, that sounds amazing. Yeah. That works, you know. So,
yeah.
And this is, I try to tell this to people, like when people ask, you know, you're trying to sell your CD to people or whatever, and they're like, oh, you know, God, buy it. Can you just give it to me? You know, we're friends. I'm like, this is why I try to explain to people, like, I don't think people understand how expensive it is and how much time it is to do a real CD, to like really record. And the musicians that do understand, like, you put a lot, it's not just money, but it's all your time, and it's
Energy.
a lot of energy and sacrifice. I mean, him and I have to like leave our jobs and, you know, sacrifice time and
Time with family.
Mhm.
Both.
family. I mean,
Every one of you.
you know, my kids are at home, you know, wanting to hang out with dad, and dad's
Same
here.
here, yeah.
But this is, you know, I do this because I love this so much, and I'm hoping someday this will take care of my children. You know, it'd be great to just make a living. I don't care about rich and fame, but to make a living doing what I truly love to do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I like the job I have now, but I love this.
Yeah.
I love
It's your
writing
passion.
music and playing. So
Cool. So I asked this on the first day, but again, conveniently.
because you didn't have the audio on. Ooh.
Yeah.
So technically, we didn't have a first day. We just had DJ going, "Hi."
And Dave dancing.
We don't have a first. And Dave's awesome dancer.
Amazing.
Smooth, like,
Oh.
Like that?
smooth criminal.
Yeah.
Like butter dripping off a hot biscuit.
Oh, it was breathtaking.
Yeah, something to that effect. But no, one of the questions I asked that first day was kind of get an idea what you think is going to be a track that you feel is getting you really amped up. Casey,
All of them.
Casey,
Yeah.
you've tracked most recently. You are still in the process. So what's tune?
I mean,
I know all of them.
I didn't think Soulless Mirror would be like, I didn't think I would react to the Soulless Mirror hearing it the way I do now.
Yeah.
It's much more, and I loved that song.
Yeah.
It's, you know, but
Hearing it in a new
yeah,
way kind of brought it.
brought it to life,
Yeah.
you know, and not that it wasn't before. It's just,
Well, you guys said it opens a new. You're hearing it in a completely different way.
and feeling it in a different way.
But sped it up.
Sped it up.
That changed it for me. I'd say the same with that song.
Soulless Mirror.
After speeding it up, it brightened my vision of it that I didn't have before.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, it's
and it just
crisp.
sounds humongous. It's
Thunder and it's amazing.
I'm biased. I've always loved it.
Well, you wrote it, so.
Yeah.
It's funny because that's the tune that's been for this CD. That's the one that's been around the longest. That one was written.
I wrote that way back before.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this one will be fun.
It's cool to hear it, you know, big like this than when I wrote it, you know.
Yeah.
I literally just wrote it by myself at my house.
While you're pooping.
No, not while I was pooping this time.
Okay.
Although I do tend to write when I'm taking a good poop, because it's good acoustics in the bathroom, let's be honest.
Impeccable.
But no, I just wrote that, actually while I was sitting in my massage chair in my hallway upstairs, just kind of chilling. Just one of those reflective moods where you just kind of hang out, long day, you know, just, I just kind of started plucking on it, and I had a melody, and kind of structured it all, and it never really, I showed it to the old version, and it started kind of coming together, but never quite, and then where we are now, these guys just kind of took a hold of it, and it always goes over really well live.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool, I'm really proud of it. It's a cool tune, but to say it's my favorite, to be honest, the way they're coming out, I love them all. I really do.
Right.
Not to say, I know every band says, oh, I love all of our music, but I really do. Like, I don't have a favorite, at least right now. I just don't.
Cool.
I think all of them hold their own. John Wyman's doing a hell of a job down there. Like, he's a damn genius. He really is.
Yeah.
Talented guy.
Phew. Yeah.
Insanely talented guy.
Absolutely.
I don't think there's a band, musician around that's ever recorded with him that would say otherwise.
Yeah.
That's why we all keep going to see him.
Yeah. Cool. So pretty much end of day 3. Coop, you'll be back tomorrow.
We're a pinch behind schedule to where we want it to be. We're the goal was to have guitars all done, bass be done half the day, the other half get at least probably 3 songs vocally down, and then tomorrow's going to do 3 more songs, and then we'd have 2 days of bells and whistles. But we're behind, so it's looking like another track of bass, and I'll probably get 1 song done, root structure vocally, and then tomorrow will be a long day for me.
Yep.
So I'll have to have my tea.
Yes. I'm sorry. What?
My tea.
Oh, okay. One more time.
My tea.
All right. Okay. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Dave, you won't be here, but yeah. Well, maybe you will be.
Dave doesn't know where he is now.
Dave, that's
No.
true.
Dave, you're at a studio.
Black
buddy.
Label tomorrow night, Hampton Beach Casino. That's where I'll be. Come find me.
All right. On that note, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Woo!